This is the Checka Pro Radio Show. Checka Pro Joe has assembled a team of pre-qualified home service contractors to bring you the latest in services, products, and techniques. Now, here's your host, the man with a hard hat and tool belt, Checka Pro Joe.
Time to talk about safety in your garage, everybody. Listen up carefully. I've asked an expert, Adam Greer from Easy Lift Garage Doors, to join me here on Checka Pro Radio to talk about safety in your garage. Adam, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me once again. It's always a pleasure. I enjoy these.
Thank you. It is a pleasure to have you. Safety. When I was young, it was dangerous to play with the garage door. And I'll tell you what I used to do. I used to hang on the garage door handle, and I would tell my friend, okay, hit the button, dude. And up I'd go, down I'd go. And I don't recommend this, by the way. Back then, there were no safety features. Today, we have these safety sensors. But I've got a question. Can't we just eliminate those? I mean, they get in the way. They're a pain in the rear end. As a matter of fact, sometimes the sun hits mine and the garage door won't go down when I want it to. So can't we get rid of these?
You know, you bring up a couple points. The days of old when we all grew up, those openers were workhorses. The fact that it could lift boys hanging on the bottom of the garage door was actually pretty amazing. That wouldn't happen today. Early 90s, I believe it was 94. It became required to have safety sensors put on the openers, which the safety sensors, for those who don't know what we're talking about, at the bottom of your vertical tracks, one on each side, you'll see two little black boxes. Each manufacturer, they're shaped a little differently, but there should be some little lights. For example, on a Genie, there might be a red and green. For a LiftMaster, there's going to be an orange and green. It's just each manufacturer has their own style. And those sensors have to be lined up in order for the door to work. So they have to, they have to see each other. If that sight line gets broken, a kid runs in through it, a cat, it'll kick the door back. It won't let the door shut. That's what they're designed to do. And so we'll get the phone call that, hey, my door won't close. It only moves an inch and it kicks back and the unit blinks. That's your sign that something's wrong with your sensors. They're either out of alignment, maybe the cat has chewed the wire. We see that a lot. Animals chew up the sensor wires. But most typical is the garbage can has hit one of the sensors as you come in and out of garbage day. Very common. And so you need to make sure that they're completely lined up in order for it to work. And so when we come to that scenario, we often get the question, well, can't we just eliminate them so this doesn't happen? Because this is the third time this year. And it's like, well, it's required. The door won't function if we just remove them. And then sometimes when people say, well, can't we just kind of hatch into the ceiling so no one even bumps them? And well, that would actually be against the law. That's against code. I certainly don't recommend it. I can't do it because that is a safety feature. If any small child or animal doesn't break that beam and that door comes down, it actually could crush them and even kill them. But not even that. It's other things. Kids skateboard in the way, different things. There's a lot of reasons why that's a benefit. So what you need to do is make sure you're not hitting it with a garbage can. What we try to do is we come out there and fix them. We teach people this is what you need to look for, how to reset them. But it is required and it's necessary and it's safe. So no, you can't get rid of them.
Yeah, I knew the answer to that. It's just that we hear this all the time. People call into the radio program, hey, Joe, these sensors are inconvenient. And like I said, Adam, and I talked to you about this because you're my garage door guy, certain times of the year, at certain times of the day, my garage door will not go down because the sensor is sensing sunlight directly from the sun, and it's telling the operator, the garage door opener, there's something in the way, do not close.
Correct. And it may be a shovel, a broom is got in place when you clean it, and it could ruin your door if it didn't tell it not to shut. So it's important.
It could be your car's in the way, your nice Mercedes or Toyota, whatever you drive, and for some reason you're not fully out of the garage. Maybe you're cleaning the car, someone's not looking, and they press the button to open or close it, because sometimes we just do that out of habit. If that sensor wasn't there, you'd have a garage door coming down on your car.
Yep.
Which is not great. Hey, Adam, thank you so much for this helpful information. The answer is yes. Safety sensors need to be operational, and they need to be in the correct place on those vertical tracks at the bottom of those tracks. Adam Greer is his name. Here's his phone number, 832-497-4260. And his website, simply go to easyOHD.com. All of the contact information is in the description of this podcast. Thanks, Adam.
Hi, it's always a pleasure. Have a great rest of your day.
Check-A-Pro is your local source for pre-qualified contractors. Stay tuned for more of the Check-A-Pro Radio Show.